Prairie Wildlife of North Dakota.
Mammals. American bison is the correct name of the largest land animal on the continent of North America, also known as ruler of the prairies. Elk. Large grazing mammal. White-tailed deer, found throughout the state. Mule deer, located in rougher prairies in the west. Pronghorn, inhabit the western prairies. Mammals. Red fox, small dog-like omnivore, eats both plants and animals, and nocturnal, active at night. Has sharp senses of hearing and smell to find its prey. Coyote. Even though it's not a wolf, the coyote has sometimes been called the prairie wolf. Coyotes are canids, members of the dog family. Striped skunk are omnivores and nocturnal. For protection, they spray its predators with strong-smelling fluid that stings in the eyes of the predator. Badger is a carnivore, meat-eater, with short legs and a wide, flat body. They are known for its fierce nature. Northern pocket gopher and the plains pocket gopher are named because of their fur-lined pouches or pockets on the outside of their cheeks. These pockets are used for carrying seeds and other vegetation to their burrows. Pocket gophers are herbivores, plant eaters. White-tailed jackrabbit, which is found throughout North Dakota. It is not a rabbit at all. It is an entirely different species called the hare. Eastern cottontail, a true rabbit that is common in all parts of North Dakota. Mammals. Long-tailed weasel, most common weasel in North Dakota. This weasel is a fur bearer, animal harvested for its fur. Meadow vole, found throughout North Dakota, provide excellent food for red foxes, coyotes, hawks, and owls. Deer mouse, most common mouse in North Dakota. It is a native mouse species, unlike the house mouse, which was brought here from Europe. These types of ground squirrels live in North Dakota. All three of these ground squirrels provide food for larger mammals and raptors, predatory birds. Ground squirrels have often been called gophers, which is not correct. Richard's ground squirrel is a diurnal, active during the day. They are sometimes called flicker tails because their tails are constantly flicking or moving. 13-line ground squirrel, most common in North Dakota, sometimes misnamed as a striped gopher. Franklin's ground squirrel, larger than other ground squirrels, found mainly where taller vegetation exists.
Reptiles and amphibians. Reptiles have dry, scaly skin and claws on their toes. Their young are born or hatched on land and breathe through their lungs, and they live their entire lives on land. Amphibians have smooth, moist skin and no claws. The young hatch in water as tadpoles and go through a metamorphosis. They live part of their life in water and part on land. Reptiles. Garter snake. They are carnivores, meat eaters. They swallow their food whole. Smooth green snake is a diurnal, active during the day. Found in native prairies and other grasslands. That is insectivore, eats only insects and spiders. Western hognose snake, named because of its upturned snout and nose. When threatened, they inflate their bodies, hiss loudly, and act as if they are going to strike. Prairie skink, small lizard that is found in the eastern part of the state. Amphibians. Plains spadefoot toad, the most easily recognized toad in North Dakota. They can dig deep burrows with the use of a digging spade. On their back legs, female toads lay thousands of eggs at a time. It takes 1 to 5 days for the eggs to hatch into tadpoles to become toads. The warmer the temperature, the faster the tadpoles changes into a toad. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is a process of changing from the larva tadpole stage to the adult stage.
This is the first
Greater prairie chicken found mainly in the Cheyenne National Grassland and a small prairie remnant, small pieces west of Grand Forks. Sharp-tailed grouse. Their legs are covered with feathers to keep them warm, and their feet have small projections that act like snowshoes, so they can walk on the top of snow. Sage grouse, largest grouse species in the state. Ring-necked pheasant, a bird that was introduced to North Dakota from China in the early 1900s. Upland sandpiper is a bird that has an characteristic of a shore bird, long legs and long bill, but actually make its home on the prairie. Songbirds are small perching birds that sing a variety of different songs. Western meadowlarks, state bird of North Dakota. Beards, sparrow, and spargoose, pipit are birds with very specific habitats needs and that are found on North Dakota's prairies. People from all over the world come to North Dakota to catch a glimpse of one or both of these birds. Lark bunting is the only sparrow that completely changes in its color according to the season. Songbirds. Bobolink is the only American bird that has white on its back and a black underside. Hornlark. It got its name from the two small feathers tusks that look like a small horns on its head. Grasshopper sparrow. It's got its name for two reasons. Part of its song is a buzzy sound that's much like a grasshopper, and its diet of his birds is made of mainly of grasshopper crickets. Chestnut colored longspur got its name because of certain feathers that the male has a rusty red band on its neck that looks like a collar. Raptors. Golden eagle. The golden coloring gives it its name. It has a large hooked bill. The long wingspan makes it possible for the eagle to soar for long periods without flapping their wings. It can tuck its wings and swoop at speeds more than 100 miles per hour. With extremely sharp eyesight, the eagle can spot prey from a great distance. Red-tailed hawk and Swanson hawk are fairly large and common in North Dakota. They have excellent eyesight and look for prey from high perch. Northern harrier flies slow about grasslands and wetlands. This hawk nests on ground in the prairie. American kestrel, most common in smallest falcon in North Dakota.
Great horned owl got its name from the tufts of feathers that look like horns. Short-eared owl has very small, sometimes hidden ear tuft. Burrowing owl, small brown owl with white spots and white underside. Short beak and very long legs. They have a distress call that sounds like a prairie rattlesnake.